mobility series. It's a little bit of a dynamic one, so hope you enjoy it. And the main focus is going to be on the lower body, but there will be some focus with the upper body as well, but predominantly the lower body. So we're going to start off seated, and again, if you want to prop yourself up onto a pillow or anything like that, then you can do. And as always, in all of the sessions, remember just work at your own level. If anything gives you any pain, just stop straight away. So we're just going to come into a comfortable seated position, and we're going to just do a little bit of work on our knees and our ankles first off. So you can either hold the knee like this, or I prefer to hold underneath, depends what feels good for you. So you're going to just bring the knee into a flex position, so into a bent position. You're going to turn your foot inwards, so sort of almost across your body. Then straighten up through your leg as best you can, obviously not too much of a hamstring stretch. Turn your foot to the outside and then bring that knee back down. So we're going to turn the foot in, bring it up to a straight leg or as best we can. Turn the foot to the outside and then draw the knee inwards. And again, turn the foot in, straighten that leg, turn the foot out, drop it down. Good, couple more. So this is really working through our knee flexion, getting it working really nicely, and a little bit of ankle mobility as well. Good. One more. Good. And drop it down. Now you're going to just make sure that you've got that knee, the leg fixed, and we're just going to do some really big ankle rotations, nice and slowly, really getting that ankle nice and warmed up. Try and make it as smooth as you can. And then the other way. So this here is also a little bit of knee gapping, knee mobilizing, so if you do get bad knees, it should feel quite nice. Good. Lovely. Now take the hands underneath the foot if you can. And from here, what we're going to do is sit nice and tall, and we're just going to straighten up through that leg, draw the shoulder blades down the back, and bring it back in. So remember, there shouldn't be any shaking through the leg. If you sort of quiver and shaking here, it's because you've gone too far. Your hamstrings aren't quite ready for it. So just go wherever feels good for you. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Try and keep the spine nice and long. And one more. Good. Lovely. On to the other side. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Support that knee wherever feels good for you. Turn that foot inwards. As we straighten the leg, we're going to keep the foot sort of inwards and opposite the bottom over the body. Then turn the foot outwards and draw the leg back in. And again, turn the foot inwards, lift and straighten, foot out as we bend it back in. And keep going, a couple of times. So remember, if you get any pain, then obviously you've gone too far. Just go with what works for you, what feels good. Lovely, one more. Turn that foot in, straighten, foot out, lower. Good. And then we're going to focus onto the ankles, so we're just going to draw nice big circles. Nice and slow. And then we're going to go the other way. Good. Any creaking, any crunching, that's okay. It's just your body getting nice and warmed up. Good. Draw the hands underneath the foot if it feels good for you. And from here, sit nice and tall, draw the shoulder blades down the back. We're going to gently straighten through that leg as far as feels good, and then gently lower down. Remember, only working to your own level. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Try and keep both sitting bones on the floor, so both bum cheeks on the floor. Good. And one more. Good. From here, what we're going to do is just take our feet kind of about shoulder width apart, and we're just going to support ourselves behind our backs, and we're just going to gently windscreen wiper through the legs. Try and sit tall through the body, and try and push that hip down as we come into this internal rotation. So try and push that hip and knee down if it feels good. Obviously, if you get any pain through the hip and the knee, then don't do it. So then join us over to the left hand side. So the legs are right leg, straighten it out in front of us. Circle that right leg as wide as we can until it comes down, and we're going to follow it with the left. So we draw back to where we were. Then we're going to straighten the left leg, circle it around, and draw it back to the other side. So we're trying to make as big a circle as we can. As you get into the split position, try and split your legs as wide as you can, so it's an active stretch, and draw it back. If you take the weight onto the hands, you're going to work through the legs a little bit more, and try and get that big swing with the legs to really mobilise through that hip joint. One more each side. Just straighten that right leg. Nice big circle. Draw it back. Straighten that left leg. Nice big circle. Stay over onto the left. So, when we're on the left, we're going to draw ourselves up onto our knee, into this position. Then we're going to sit back down. We're going to circle through the legs and draw straight back up onto that knee. So we're just working through the hips a little bit now. Same again. Draw it up. Circle the legs. Draw it back. Good. One more time, up onto the knees, over onto the left, and then we're going to stay there. So when we're here then, we're just going to keep that back knee turned in, so we could have it straight behind us, we're going to keep that back knee turned in, and we're just going to lean forward into that ankle mobility. So, if this ankle is lifting, try to take the foot a little bit further forward, but try and keep this heel flat on the floor. So we're just going to breathe and then move into this ankle mobility here. Then with this back leg, we're now going to straighten that back leg, and we're going to come back into our hamstring stretch. We're going to draw it forward into that nice lunge position. Draw it back into that hamstring stretch. Draw it forward. If it feels good, we're going to take the arms up, feeling that through the front of the hip, into this right front leg, with no pinching through the lower back. Hands down, draw it back. Bring it forward, arms come up again. Relax the shoulders. Bring the hands down. Then we're going to turn that foot back to the way it was and really feel into this ankle mobility here. And if it feels good, we're going to take the right hand and reach it in front of us. And we're going to reach the left arm up towards the sky. If this is enough, we're going to stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can take the right hand behind and try to go for a bind in this position. So really deep position this is. You're really going to feel it through this right ankle, through the right hip, and it's really strong shoulder opener. So only work at your own level. If you're here, try to open up that left shoulder, peel open towards the left ceiling. If it gets too much, just drop it down, take that hand out, reach the arm up, or you can wrap the arm around the lower back, whichever feels good. From here, we're going to bring ourselves back up. We're going to drop down onto our bottoms, circle through the legs, and draw ourselves up onto this leg here. So I'm just going to come to face you guys here. So we're in this position now. We're going to bend through the back leg, so we've got almost like a figure four position, and we're just going to bring it forward into this knee and hip, knee and ankle mobility through here. Really feeling that. Then we're going to straighten through this back leg, feel it through the front hip through here, and then we're going to draw it back into our hamstring stretch. Take it forward, feeling it through the hip, feeling it through the ankle, draw it back. Draw it forward, lift the arms up tall if it feels good, remember no pinching through the lower back. Relax through your shoulder blades. Hands down, draw it back into your hamstring stretch. Keep your chest lifted. Draw it forward. Arms up if it feels good. Hands down, draw it back. Bring it forward. From here, we're going to turn that back leg in, so we're coming back into almost like figure four position. and really feeling that into this mobility through the hip, through the ankle through here, and through the right hip at the back. So if it feels good for you, if this is plenty, stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, we can take that left arm and reach it in front of the leg. We can take the right arm and take it up to the sky, and remember any option in between is fine, so do what works for you. So we can stay here. If you want a little bit more, we can take that left hand behind the leg and wrap that right hand to grab it, whichever feels good. If you're here, remember no pain through this knee. If you get pain, come out of the position. Try and draw, open your right shoulder towards the sky. Really feeling that through the hip flexors and through the adductors as well. Remember, if this gets too much, you can come out of this position at any point. You can take the arm in front of you here. You can have that hand up to the right hand up to the sky, or the right hand can be wrapped, whichever feels good for you. Don't forget to breathe. Try and relax and enjoy, she said. Good. Wherever you are, unravel your legs. Just bring yourself down onto your bottom. Take your legs wide and then draw back together. So we're going to come up to a standing position. And we're going to have our feet hip width apart or maybe slightly wider for a squat position. You can turn the feet outwards a little bit if you need to. From here, we're just going to gently come down into a squat. Try and keep the back nice and straight, coming down into a squat position. So wherever feels good, you can push the knees out with the elbows if it feels good for you. We can have a little bit of a wiggle. Try to keep the chest lifted, try to stay tall. Try and work to get these heels down, but if you really can't get your heels down, you feel like there's too much balance and movement here, you can't actually get the feel within your legs, then pop something underneath your heels so that you can get the most out of this position. So do what works for you, do what feels good. I say feel good and then this is the talk term, say. Good. So similar to like we did in this position with our back leg bent, we're going to take our right arm out to the side, if it feels good. We're going to take the arm up to the sky, so left arm reaches up. If this is enough, we're going to stay here. If you want a little bit more, this right hand can come behind the leg, and the left hand can wrap to the back. So it should look like this. Okay? So try and get to that position if you can. If not, you can just wrap the hand around, or you can leave this right hand out. The left arm could just wrap around the back. So you have got another option to just be here and open up that left shoulder towards the sky. So that is our other option as well. Wherever you are, you'll keep there much longer. Try and enjoy. Good. Wherever you are, take the arms out. Draw the hands together, slide the feet in a little bit so we're kind of shoulder width apart. Hands come onto the floor. We're going to take the legs up towards the sky, wherever feels good for you. Relax down through your head. Bend through the knees. Straighten up through the legs. Drop your head wherever feels good. You can keep a generous bend through the knees if you need. And from here, we're going to just gently walk through the legs. Bending one leg, bending through the other. If you can't feel it through the hamstrings, you might want to walk your feet together a little bit like I did. If you can feel it with your hamstrings, with your legs wide, then that's great, just stay there. Keep walking through those legs. Good. Bend through both legs, drop the bottom, lift the chest. One more time, both legs are going to go straight or as close to straight as we can. Drop the head and don't forget to breathe. Good. Gently bend through the knees, slowly rolling up through each vertebrae. We're going to bring ourselves up standing. And we go on the other side. So, take your feet as wide, as comfortable, or wherever you felt was good in the last position. We're going to bring ourselves down into our squat. Get comfortable, have a wriggle, be wherever you need to. Here are our options. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, take the left arm out to the side, reach the right arm up to the sky. Option 3, take the right hand and wrap it onto your lower back. Stay here. Option 4, we could keep the right arm up and take the left hand behind the leg. Or option 5 is wrap the left arm, wrap the right arm, and find this position here. Wherever you are, try and enjoy it. Try and peel that right shoulder open to the sky. Drop your bottom down towards your heels. Nice deep breaths. Wherever you are, enjoy. We will be here long. Good. Wherever you are, we're going to take the left arm out to the side, the right arm's going to come up to the sky. Then we're going to draw our hands together onto the floor, and we're going to straighten through our legs into that hamstring stretch. Good. From here, we're going to walk the hands slightly forward and walk the right leg forward. Feel that stretch into the left leg. Drop forward as much as you can. Walk the hands forward slightly. Take the left leg forward and drop into that left leg so you feel a stretch down the right leg. And again, hands come forward, right leg steps forward. Bend the right leg. Feel that stretch down the back of the left leg. Hands come forward. Bend into that left leg. Feel the stretch through the right leg. Take the hands backwards, we walk backwards. Left leg comes back, drop into the right leg. Hands come back, right leg comes back, drop into the left leg. Draw your feet next to each other, but shoulder width apart. Bend through the knees, slowly bring yourself all the way up to standing. Good, excellent. Okay, from here, we're going to draw ourselves down. So draw from the head upwards, chin comes onto the chest, we're going to roll forward, roll all the way down. Take our hands to the floor into a crouch position and feel this stretch through the shoulders. From here, we're going to push through the legs and straighten our bottoms up towards the sky, pushing our torsos towards our knees. So really working through that upper body, pushing through the shoulders. Walk the hands forward if you need to. We're going to draw ourselves into a plank. Stay strong. Drop the hips, lift the chest into our up dog or our cobra. If this is too much on the lower back, drop through your knees and tuck through your toes. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, draw up to our plank, stay strong in your plank, then draw your bottom up into your down dog. Drop back from your down dog, bend your knees, push the weight into the hands and to the feet. Feel that stretch, feel your body working. Lift your bottom to the sky, try and straighten through the legs if you can. Walk the hands forward if they need to, draw yourself into your plank. Hold your plank for 3, 2, 1. Then if it feels good, we're going to gently drop the hips towards the floor. No pain through the lower back. If you get pain, drop the knees. Stay strong through your legs. Don't let your legs collapse. Keep your quads engaged. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Lift back into your plank. Push your heels back. Then we're going to push back into our down dog. And drop the knees, so we're hovering the knees off the floor. Push back into your down dog, straighten through your legs. Push through your shoulders. From here, we're going to take the right foot and place the right foot on the outside of the right hand. So we're in a nice lunge position with the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Stay active in this back leg. Try not to let it drop here. Keep pushing that back knee up towards the sky. With your right hand, if it feels good, we're going to take the right hand and lift the right hand up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath. Stay active in your back leg. Push your back heel towards the back wall. And if it feels good, we're going to take this right hand and reach it back towards the back foot. Anywhere in between here is good. So if something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Draw that right hand forward, bring it back towards the right foot. Take the right foot to the back, push back to your down dog. Drop your knees, hover off the floor, push back to your down dog, and when you're ready, we're going to take the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Good. Keep strong through this right knee, keep lifting the right knee off the floor. Keep pushing your right heel backwards. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to take this left arm up towards the sky. Keep lifting through that back knee. Try and enjoy it. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit, excuse me, a little bit more, we're going to take that left hand towards the back of the room. Don't forget to breathe. Draw that left arm back. Take the left foot back towards the right. Push back into our down dogs. Good. Drop your knees. Push yourselves back into a child's pose. Good. Lovely. From here, we're going to need a really nice wide leg stance. And then we're going to just gently drop down to one side. So you can use your hands on the floor or wherever feels good for you. If you're only here, that's absolutely fine. As I say, wherever feels good for you. We're going to come up, we're going to walk our legs over, and we're going to draw ourselves back into this position. And we're going to go in. Now if we can this time, we're going to stay as low as we can, and we're going to slide ourselves across. Turn that foot up towards the ceiling. Draw that foot back. Stay low, slide it back across. Draw that foot up towards the ceiling. Bring it back, stay as low as we can. Draw that foot up. Now similar to we've done in the other two positions, we're going to take the right hand and reach it across the floor if it feels good for us. If this doesn't feel good, stay supported, it's absolutely fine. If you want to, option 2, take the arm up towards the sky. Keep active through this left foot. Option 3, take the left hand behind the lower back. Just hold on to your lower back or your right thigh, wherever you can get a hold of. Option 4, take the right hand, bring it behind the back and connect behind that leg. So it's going to look something like this. Okay, if you need to be on the toes of the right foot, that's fine, but it will make it much harder for you. You can also support through this right heel if you need. And try and draw this left shoulder up towards the sky. Nice breath in. And breathe out. Wherever you are, we're going to unravel the arms. Stay as low as we can. We're shimmying our weight across to the other side. We're going to turn that right foot up towards the ceiling. So, here we go with our options. Option 1, take the left arm out to the side. Option 2, take the right arm up towards the sky. Keep active in this right leg. Option 3, wrap that right arm behind your back. Option 4, take the left hand and grab hold of the right one with it. Try and stay tall. Draw open your right shoulder. Try and enjoy it. We're going to stay here for 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, we're going to unravel. And then we're going to just bring ourselves down onto our knees. Good. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do, we're going to come into a pigeon position. So, when we do a pigeon, as I've sort of said before, if you've seen any other series, the more parallel with the mat in front of you are, so the more that this front leg is square to the front of the mat, the harder or the more intense the exercise or position is going to be. So if you find that very intense, what you'll need to do is draw this foot back in towards your body, and that will make the pose less intense. Feel free to have a pillow or a prop or something to prop this hip up, because what we want to do is try and keep the hips square to the front of the mat. Okay? So, we'll go together. So, take a bit of weight into the hands and draw the right knee in front of us to wherever feels good for us with regards to that parallel with the front of the mat. So as I say, make it easier, we draw that leg in, make it harder, we keep that leg parallel, or more intense I should say, not necessarily hard, because it shouldn't necessarily be easy or hard. We want the back leg nice and straight, so get comfy, have a little wiggle. If you want to double up the mat, so put a prop underneath your knee or your bottom on this right hip is absolutely fine. We're going to just hover in this position, get ourselves a little bit comfortable. Check on that back leg, is it straight? Is this right foot active? Keep the right ankle active, keep it foot flexed. Breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to go down. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, coming down. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, coming down. If we can, maybe stay here this time. Get as low and as comfortable to the floor as we can. Nice deep breath. Try to enjoy it. And come back up. Now for everyone, what I want us to do is to draw this front leg in towards the body a little bit more. So it's going to make it easier, should we say. So it should feel like a lot less intense now on this outside hip, okay? So we want to walk the hands forward as far as we comfortably can. And if we can, we're going to take the right arm and slide the right arm behind the left. So we've got a little bit of a rotation in the upper body as well. If this is too much, either stay here or just kind of half rotated in this position. If you can, we'll slide the We're going to slide the right arm underneath the left, so we look something like this. Try to open that left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Don't forget to breathe. Nice breath in. And breathe out. Good. Bring yourself back up. Bring your legs out of the position, and we're going to go on to the other side. So, when you're ready, we're going to take that left leg in front of us, and remember now, as the more parallel to the front of the mat we are, the more intense it's going to feel. So, one side might be easier than the other, more intense than the other. As always, it's absolutely fine. Go with what feels good for you. Keep this left foot active. Keep the back leg nice and straight. Get comfy here. My left side is definitely worse than my right, so it feels much more intense. Take a nice breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to come down. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, coming down. Breathing in, coming up. And on this one, if we can, we're going to just try and stay down there just a few seconds. If it feels too much or it's too intense, remember, draw that left foot in towards your body a little bit more. Keep checking on that right leg, is it straight? Relax through your shoulders. Keep your left ankle active. Don't forget to breathe. And bring it up. Then draw that left heel in towards you a little bit to just make that session, the exercise, a little bit less intense. We're going to take the arms forward. Then we're going to take the left hand and wrap it underneath the right arm. And we're going to rotate that right arm up towards the sky. Nice deep breath. Push that left arm into the floor. Open up through that right shoulder. Nice deep breath. as best you can. And give your legs a wiggle. So hope you all enjoyed. As always, any problems, please let me know. Otherwise, have yourselves